There's something people rarely talk about in Hollywood. Even the biggest stars in the world still have heroes. People they grew up watching. People who shaped their dreams. People they never thought they'd meet.
This is not a drill. This is not a drill.
And when that moment finally happens, everything changes. Because fame doesn't cancel admiration. It just makes it more intense. And today, you're going to see exactly what happens when celebrities meet their idols and completely lose control. Now, the strongest moment. Even the toughest men can turn into fans in seconds. Mike Tyson once ruled boxing as the most feared fighter on the planet. But when he came face to face with the man he grew up idolizing, Muhammad Ali, something changed instantly. Tyson wasn't the champion anymore. He was a kid again, humble, speechless, emotional. Because in that moment, it wasn't about titles or belts. It was about respect, pure childhood admiration coming full circle. Now compare that to Hollywood royalty. Brie Larson is mid-interview, calm, collected, professional, until she realizes her idol is standing right behind her, Jennifer Lopez. And suddenly, everything breaks. Her voice changes. Her hands shake. Her emotions take over. Because no amount of fame prepares you for meeting the person who inspired your entire career. And she's not alone. Pink also had one of those moments. When she finally met Johnny Depp, she froze. No script, no plan. Just pure disbelief, standing in front of her idol. Not every celebrity meeting is emotional. Some are just painfully awkward. Like when Jack Harlow finally met someone he admired. And his I love you moment just hung in the air. No answer, no follow-up, just silence. Or when interviews turn into unexpected chaos. Like Bruno Mars completely flipping a formal interview into a playful, flirty energy storm. Even the host couldn't keep up. And suddenly, what was supposed to be professional feels like a moment nobody planned for. Sometimes it starts quietly and becomes history. Ashton Sanders was just doing a normal red carpet interview when suddenly he sees his idol walking by. Denzel Washington. No warning, no preparation. Just a legend walking into frame. What follows is a brief moment of introduction, respect, and disbelief. And later, that moment would turn into something even bigger. They would go from fan and idol to working together on the same film set. Sometimes the shock comes out of nowhere. Ariana Grande finishes a performance, when suddenly Joseph Gordon-Levitt appears behind her. And just like that, a normal moment becomes unforgettable. Because even global superstars don't expect their idols to casually walk into their reality. And then there's another twist. 50 Cent thinking he's about to face tension. Instead, gets surprised by Shaquille O'Neal. And suddenly, everything turns into laughter. Here's the twist most people don't expect. Sometimes admiration goes both ways. Adele meets Dwayne Johnson, but instead of one-sided admiration,
I found out that he's a huge fan of yours, too.
They discover something surprising. He's a fan of hers, too. No hierarchy, no intimidation, just two global icons realizing they've both been inspired by each other. And that makes the moment even more powerful. For some celebrities, this goes even deeper. Emma Stone grew up idolizing the Spice Girls. So when she receives a message from Mel B, she completely breaks down emotionally. Because this isn't just a celebrity interaction. It's a childhood dream, speaking back to her. Then there's the awkward side of fame. Jennifer Lawrence once admitted she had a full romantic fantasy about someone she admired, until she found out he was already engaged. Instant reality check.
I was like, cool, good talk.
And then you have interview moments that spiral into chaos. Like Conan O'Brien accidentally making interviews with his own crush extremely awkward. Or stars trying to stay professional, while clearly not being okay inside. Some moments feel almost unreal. Simone Biles meeting Zac Efron during the Olympics. A childhood poster turning into a real person. Or Cristiano Ronaldo surprising Conor McGregor after hearing he was a fan. Even the most dominant athletes in the world still become fans in the right moment. Because admiration doesn't care about status. It only cares about impact. At the end of the day, every celebrity you see today was once a fan. Once a kid watching someone else on a screen. And now, they're standing in front of them. Not as fans anymore, but as equals. And sometimes, still a little starstruck.
One of the craziest feelings imaginable is finding out your idol already knows who you are. That's exactly what happened when Billie Eilish talked about finally meeting one of her biggest inspirations, Ariana Grande. But the surprise wasn't just the meeting itself. It was hearing Ariana openly praise her. And suddenly, the fan becomes the admired artist. The same thing happened backstage at an award show, when BTS unexpectedly crossed paths with Drake. You can instantly feel the excitement, because no matter how massive BTS became, in that moment, they were simply fans meeting someone they respected. And maybe one of the most wholesome examples of this happened during a giant celebrity Zoom call.
Hi, Pitt.
Where Brad Pitt suddenly
Good night. How
became
you
very
doing?
interested in one particular person joining the call. Even Hollywood legends still get excited when certain people appear.
Sometimes celebrities don't just get nervous. They completely malfunction. Jennifer Lawrence looked perfectly calm on the red carpet until she realized Matt Damon was suddenly behind her.
Matt Damon is mine.
And instantly, everything changed. Her composure disappeared in seconds. Then there's Keke Palmer, who was passionately talking about how attractive Michael Ealy was, without realizing he was literally standing behind her the entire time. The second she turned around, she reacted like she'd seen a ghost. And honestly, most people would react the exact same way. Some celebrity crushes last for years, and when those dreams finally become reality, the reactions are unforgettable. Emma Stone once admitted she had photos of Leonardo DiCaprio all over her room growing up. She watched Titanic over and over again. So years later, when Leonardo handed her an Oscar on stage, it felt like her entire childhood came full circle. Then there's Meghan Trainor, who completely broke down crying when her celebrity crush surprised her in person. And maybe one of the purest moments of all was Billie Eilish finally meeting Justin Bieber, someone she idolized since she was a kid. A full circle moment that fans still talk about today.